Hey everyone. Recently there's been a lot of talk about UFOs, unidentified flying objects, and many people are starting to worry about them. The media, documentaries, and even social media are filled with sensational headlines, stirring up a lot of fear and uncertainty. But today, I want to break down why, for the average person, UFOs shouldn't be something to stress over, especially when you think about it in terms of your time, energy, and finances. First things first, let's talk about probability. The chances of a UFO actually posing a threat to you or affecting your daily life are incredibly low. We've been on this planet for a long time, and if extraterrestrial life were a serious concern, it's highly likely we'd have experienced it already. It's to be noted that very rarely does someone claim to have been up close or even touched one. When the claims do arise, they are very seldomly taken seriously. You're much more likely to be impacted by things like traffic, health issues, or even economic changes than by something as unlikely as a UFO encounter. It's just not a probable cause for concern, so why invest mental energy into it? Let's talk about time for a moment. We all have busy lives between work, family, personal goals, and just trying to keep things together. Worrying about UFOs, especially when there's no immediate evidence or danger, is a major time sink. If you spend hours of your day consumed by speculation about UFOs, that's time you could have spent on much more productive things, like working on your career, improving your health, or spending quality time with loved ones. Constantly scrolling through UFO news or watching videos that fuel your anxiety doesn't serve you in any meaningful way. It's mentally draining and ultimately distracts you from more pressing matters in your life. Your time is precious, so don't let something as speculative as UFOs take up mental space that could be better spent elsewhere. Worrying about things that aren't an immediate threat can also cost you financially. It's easy to get caught up in the hype. Maybe you start buying books, gadgets, or subscriptions to UFO-related content, or even attending events and conventions. These things can add up quickly, especially if they're not truly adding value to your life. In contrast, if you focus on what really matters, you'll be better positioned to save and invest in your future, whether it's through education, career advancement, or even simple self-care. The financial costs of worrying about UFOs could take away from more important goals, like building savings or investing in experiences that actually improve your life. Finally, let's look at the probable cause for concern. UFOs, by definition, are simply unidentified flying objects. That doesn't necessarily mean they're alien spacecraft or that they pose any kind of danger. In fact, many sightings of UFOs have been explained by things like weather phenomena, man-made aircraft, or optical illusions. Without clear evidence that UFOs are a direct threat, it's hard to justify any real concern. When you look at the big picture, the average person is far more likely to face issues related to health, finances, relationships, or work than they are to encounter an alien life form. So, worrying about UFOs is a waste of energy, especially when you consider how unlikely it is that they would have any real impact on your life. So, to wrap it all up, worrying about UFOs isn't worth your time, energy, or money. The likelihood of UFOs being a serious issue is minimal, and there are far more immediate concerns you should focus on, things that can directly affect your day-to-day life, your goals, and your well-being. Instead of stressing over something with no probable cause, let's focus on the things we can control and keep our time and finances invested in what really matters.